As a financial advisor, I've had the opportunity to sit down with hundreds of federal employees and discuss retirement. And most of the time, we're focusing on the financial ability to retire. Looking at the investments, we're looking at pension, we're looking at your healthcare benefits. But what other key areas of retirement or key areas of your life are we overlooking? I'm JT, and this is all about FERS. Let's explore 5 key areas of your life that go beyond just money. After all, even with a solid financial plan, if these other areas are lacking, your retirement may not be as fulfilling as you hope. Now, the first one is your health. While your finances might drive your ability to retire, your health drives the ability to enjoy retirement. One of my good friends who's a personal trainer once said that when we're young, we chase wealth, and when we're older, we chase health. But getting a head start now and prioritizing our health can make a huge difference in retirement. Just like we started at the beginning of our career, prioritizing our financial independence, building up our TSP, building up our savings and investments, the earlier we can start focusing on our health, the better off we're going to be later on in life, and the more we're going to enjoy retirement. This proactive approach will help us enjoy the go-go years, those early years of retirement where we have the energy to travel and serve and spend time with family and loved ones. So that brings me to our second category, relationships. Retirement often means spending time with loved ones, but it's the quality of those relationships that matter. If our relationships aren't good or they're not as good as they could be, how is that going to change when we aren't going to work every day, when we're spending 24/7 with our spouse, or we're hanging around the kids and the grandkids more than we used to? So just like investing money early pays off in the long run, the same thing goes for relationships, is getting those relationships into a good place so that we can have an enjoyable retirement when the time comes. One exercise that we love to go through with our clients is to practice living on retirement income. So if a client tells me that they need $5,000 a month in retirement income, but they're making $8,000 a month today, then we say, well, let's put that extra $3,000 in a separate account where you don't even see it, and let's practice living on $5,000 before retirement, a little test drive, and see if $5,000 is actually the number that we're looking for. So just like we would go through that exercise financially, I think it's a good idea to go through that exercise with our relationships. What are you going to do in retirement? How are you going to spend that time? Well, let's start doing some of those things now. If that's travel, if that's service, or spending more time with family, whatever it may be, let's practice doing that now to see how we like it. And if we can fully spend our time doing those things. Because maybe we had in our minds that we want to travel all the time. We want to be, on the road, and we haven't traveled in a while. We've been working, we've been raising a family, we've been doing other things. But maybe you go on a trip and it doesn't go as planned, or you decide that, you don't really like a certain style of traveling. Maybe a cruise isn't for you, or maybe RVs aren't for you. But to figure out exactly how you want to spend your time. So that leads us to the third category of experiences. Again, what do you want to be doing with your time? Is it service? Is it traveling? Is it spending time with family? Is it relaxing? Relaxing can only go so far before we feel like we need to start doing some things. So defining beforehand, what are those experiences that we're looking for in retirement, and start to plan ahead. And by planning ahead, we can optimize for those early years when you have the energy and enthusiasm to make the most out of that time. Now, that fourth category is purpose. For so long, you've pursued a career, maybe you've raised a family, done some other things, but once that stops, what gets you up in the morning? What gets you excited? What are you going to devote the next phase of your life to? Finding your purpose is key to a fulfilling retirement. Some of the happiest retirees that I know are the ones that stay busy doing what they love. Now, the last category is gratitude. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude involves acknowledging the good things in your life. You've worked so hard to achieve what you have. You've invested in the TSP. You've earned your pension and Social Security. And now you get to move on to the next phase of life. And you get to decide the attitude that you take into that phase of life. One trap that retirees fall into is they think that retiring will solve all of their problems, when in reality, it's just different problems. And so if we can have that attitude of gratitude and bring positivity into retirement, ready for the next phase of life, it will make all the difference. While financial planning is essential, a truly successful retirement involves a holistic approach that has these 5 categories. So by taking the time to evaluate and improve your health, relationships, experience, purpose, and attitude, you can enter retirement with a well-rounded plan that ensures that your golden years are truly golden. If you'd like somebody to take a look at your financial plan or brainstorm some of these ideas in these different categories, click the link below to schedule a consultation with one of our federal benefits specialists. Until next time, happy planning.